Well, at the time of recording this, we're just ahead of 11 o'clock and the 2-minute silence for VE Day. And of course, this is the time when we'll be hearing these horns, the sirens going off around the island, which we've sort of got used to from time to time. I think it's every 3 months they were tested, but they're coming to the end of their life. In fact, this will be the last time they'll be going out. Home Affairs Minister Graham Cregeen joins us. What was the decision behind this, Graham?
Well, I think they were becoming more and more difficult to maintain. And one of the things that you had was that when they were initially installed, they were around major conurbations. And of course, there's been a lot of development since then. And, you know, not everybody will be able to hear them. This new system will be able to give messaging out what it is, because previously it was a case of if you heard the siren, go inside, tune in. And the new system will be able to message or do voice calls to people and advise them. The other one is that it can be for certain areas, so it's not the whole island. So if there was a flood event, you could just notify people in a certain area.
I'm guessing we had a test of this because we were all sent a text saying stay home, stay indoors. Is that the same sort of system you were trialling there?
Well, it's a similar sort of system, but what you're actually doing is it'll give a bit more detail on it. So say, for instance, there was a flood event in one part of the island, you could actually pinpoint that part of the island, give them a specific message of what's actually happening.
Now, not everyone's got a mobile phone or whatever, so you're dealing with more than one platform here. It
is. So there's voice calls, because when you log into it, you can enter a number of mobile numbers. You can enter a landline number or an email number address. So there's different platforms that we can actually message people on. So we need to log into something to activate it. Big Brother doesn't know all our details yet. We have to tell you. No. Yeah. So it's all you're giving is where you live, your telephone number or an email address, so they can message you. Now, this old system, I don't think it's been that long. I remember it going in when I thought most countries were sort of going away from that style thing. I'm sure it went in when we had much more money, but I think you're saying even today it's costing quite a few thousands of pounds each year just to maintain the system. It is, and they're becoming increasingly more difficult to maintain. And I think part of the main issue for what we've got trying to do is we're trying to get it as across a great area of the Isle of Man rather than just where the sirens are. And of course, there's been the odd time when I remember when Mount Murray went off and no one did anything. I mean, that's another problem, isn't it? People just go, oh, yeah. No, I don't know what to do, so ignore it. And the other one is that sometimes they don't work. So you've got an issue there. And of course, people will hear the siren go. Now, do they automatically go in? Do they just go, oh, there's a siren going? Because sometimes, they could mistake it for, the fire siren, I suppose. So that's gone. This new system, is it actually up and running yet? Or are we waiting for you to tell us to start sending you details? No, you can start enrolling now at Everbridge, so you can start doing that. But the fire brigade sirens will still be on the fire stations, so that's just a way of alerting the fire service.